In the quiet of a family home, a single word can become a chasm. A truth, long buried beneath polite smiles and unspoken agreements, rises suddenly, sharp as a blade. And in that instant, the world shifts. Fathers look at sons with unfamiliar eyes. Mothers feel the tremor of betrayal in their hearts. The table that once held laughter now holds silence heavy as stone. This is the moment when truth divides families, when love and loyalty are tested, and hidden allegiances are revealed under the unyielding light of reality. The air is thick with tension, yet the eyes seek understanding, a bridge that might never come. And in that hush, a divine question lingers. Who will remain faithful when the walls of comfort crumble? The story begins in a modest village, where generations have shared meals, prayers, where quiet evenings by the fire. On the surface, life is harmonious. Children run freely, neighbors exchange greetings, and the rhythm of routine promises stability. But beneath this calm, currents of hidden truths swirl. Secrets, carefully concealed, lie dormant, waiting for the moment to rise. Among these families is the household of Eliab, a man of quiet devotion. He loves his children, yet there is a tension he cannot voice, a knowledge that some truths must be spoken carefully, or they risk tearing the fabric of all he holds dear. His wife, Miriam, senses the weight upon him, but her trust has been tested before. She understands the fragility of spoken words, for one wrong phrase can awaken forces beyond human control. The children, unaware, live in innocence. They chase each other through the fields, their laughter echoing against the hills, a stark contrast to the storm brewing silently within the walls of their home. Yet the divine watchfulness is constant. Every act, every hidden thought is seen. And when the moment comes, it will be clear that nothing, no love, no loyalty, no tradition, can hide from truth. It begins with a revelation subtle at first. A letter, an overheard conversation, a confession whispered in the dark. Eliab finds himself at a crossroads, to speak or to remain silent. He feels the weight of generations pressing down, the fear that his words may fracture the bonds he has so carefully nurtured. And yet, conscience cannot be silenced. The truth must emerge not as a weapon, but as a light, even if that light blinds as it reveals. Miriam notices the change immediately. Her eyes, sharp and discerning, see the unease etched on Eliab's face. She approaches him with caution, the unspoken understanding between them a fragile thread. And then it happens. A single sentence, simple yet devastating, cuts through the quiet evening. There is something you must know about our family, about our past. The revelation shakes the household. Children sense the sudden tension, though they do not understand its cause. Friends and neighbors begin to notice subtle shifts. Invitations decline, smiles falter, the warmth of fellowship becomes laced with caution. And within the family, the unseen lines of division become unmistakable. Some embrace the truth with courage, seeing it as a pathway to freedom and clarity. Others recoil, feeling betrayed by the very blood that runs through shared veins. And here, in this sacred and painful tension, the divine purpose becomes evident. Truth, though disruptive, is a cleansing force. It separates not to punish, but to illuminate, to prepare hearts for higher understanding. Eliab's eldest son, Josiah, feels torn. He has grown in the shadow of his father's authority, and yet this newfound truth calls him to step beyond that shadow. He listens, questions, seeks understanding. "Father, why was this hidden?" he asks, his voice trembling not with anger, but with the ache of bewilderment. And Eliab, weighed by years of unspoken knowledge, responds with honesty that is both humble and profound. "To love without truth is to build on sand," Eliab says. "And when the storm comes, the foundation will crumble. I hid nothing to harm, but to protect. Yet God's light reveals all, and we must choose courage over comfort." Meanwhile, Miriam faces her own trial. The revelation challenges the assumptions she has held for decades. Assumptions about loyalty, faith, and the very nature of love. She walks through her home as if seeing it for the first time, every familiar object a reminder of the delicate web of relationships that now teeter on the brink. And she wonders, can a family truly endure when the truth demands accountability? The younger children, though innocent, feel the shift in rhythm. They cling to routines, to stories read at bedtime, to the small comforts that now seem fragile. Yet even they are touched by the undercurrent of revelation, a subtle understanding that life is no longer the simple narrative they once believed. Curiosity hooks rise as the story unfolds beyond the home. Neighbors begin to choose sides, drawn by loyalty, fear, or intrigue. The village itself becomes a reflection of the household struggle, a mirror of the hidden separations that exist in every community. The divine hand orchestrates these moments not to sow discord, but to awaken insight. For it is in these moments of fracture that the human heart learns its true capacity for faith, forgiveness, and discernment. A reflection emerges, and maybe that is our own hidden battle, the challenge to remain faithful to what is right, even when it isolates us from those we love most. Conflict intensifies as choices must be made. Josiah's siblings react differently. Some resist, clinging to old comforts, refusing to acknowledge what is revealed. Others embrace the painful clarity, stepping forward with resolve. Arguments erupt, tears fall, and silence, thick and suffocating, settles in corners of the home that once resonated with joy. Yet in the midst of this turmoil, a sacred pattern emerges. Each confrontation, each moment of tension, becomes a crucible, forging resilience, humility, and discernment. The family, though divided, is also being prepared for a deeper unity, one not founded on convenience or ignorance, though on shared commitment to truth and righteousness. The climax approaches when the full weight of revelation can no longer be avoided. Eliab gathers his family in the main room, candlelight flickering against the walls, shadows dancing like silent witnesses. He speaks with authority tempered by love. Truth may wound, but it heals. It may divide, but it also purifies. We are tested not by comfort, but by conviction. God sees all our fear, our hesitation, our courage. And in this test, we must choose, will we cling to the old illusions, or rise into the clarity that faith provides? Tension peaks. Hearts pound. The room, filled with uncertainty, waits for the response that will shape the future of generations. Resolution begins quietly. Some family members step forward, embracing the challenge of reconciliation, of forgiveness, of renewed trust grounded in honesty. Others remain hesitant, needing time to reconcile the new reality with old bonds. And yet, a subtle transformation is undeniable. The home, once fragile, now carries the weight of truth, yet also the promise of deeper understanding. Miriam places her hand on Eliab's shoulder. Josiah stands beside them, courage evident in his eyes. Even the youngest children sense a calm return, not a return to ignorance, but a peace born of clarity. The family has not fully healed, but they have taken the first steps toward divine alignment, toward a life in which truth and love coexist, not without struggle, but with purpose. In the silence that follows, a whisper seems to linger in the air. Truth divides not to destroy, but to awaken. It reveals the hidden corners of the heart, illuminates the paths we must walk, and challenges the bonds we hold dear. And perhaps, in our own lives, the greatest separation we face is not from others, but from the courage to face what is real, what is eternal, but what is divine. For those willing to stand, even when the world trembles around them, there is peace. For those willing to embrace the light, even when it blinds, there is wisdom. And in that space, between fear and faith, lies the hidden separation that transforms families, hearts, and souls forever.